Well, we are back for another installment of Stu's Wrestling Podcast. This is the third episode of 2026, and I've got the member of the 7-6, Alex Taylor, on the show, former NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion, former NWA USA Tag Team Champion with Kerry Morton, of course. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Appreciate you, man. That's a future World Tag Team Champion, future NWA Television Champion, future National Champion. And we might have that 10 pounds one day, too. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I don't know what Thrillbilly would think about that last one, mate. I've got to be honest with you. That could cause a bit of friction.
Brother, he might want to go on vacation. And I'm saying maybe it's a couple years from now. Who knows?
Definitely. You boys, as I said off camera, have been so entertaining. I've loved seeing the stuff that I've seen. And you've been together for a long time. And you formed in Australia, of all places. That's the wackiest thing of all.
Oh, yeah. Three boys from Tennessee. We had to go across the other side of the world. We're on the bottom half of the flat earth. Just come together. It's crazy.
So cool.
Oh, the places you'll go.
That's definitely to form, to be that, halfway across the world to form there when you're all from Tennessee originally. Crazy. Now, your title run as Junior Heavyweight Champion in the NWA, you held that belt for well over 400 days. A significant run with the title. Props to you. You took on all comers. Just that run for you, and at that point in your career, and how you found it, and the period of time doing that.
To me, I'm going to get that title back. I mean, we can get into the conspiracy that the NWA has against me and the Southern Six. I mean, they put me in the ring with a guy that's clearly not a junior heavyweight in Slade. I mean, the guy's built like a tank, and it took everything he had, a little bit of Aaron Stevens, to take that title from me. But yeah, to me, that title, just to do my best to elevate it. I took it to, I don't know how many states here, probably around 20 something, 4 different countries. Defended it in Canada, England, Wales, Australia. I don't know how that's, but yeah, then all I ever wanted to do was elevate that title, make it the most meaningful thing that anyone could have. And I think I did my part.
You did. You sure did, mate. It was so lengthy and brilliant to see, and great for you in your career, of course. Definitely. Just you three guys being together. How much longer do you think you'll be together? Because this has been going on, this faction. You've been fairly solid, but I think there could be dissension in the ranks eventually with this faction. I'm going to ask you because this has been lengthy. This run as a faction, and we know what happens with factions in wrestling.
Now you sound like the NWA social media team. I feel like you're trying to put cracks in the armor here. Southern Six is going to last forever, man.
You sound confident about this.
I'm confident.
That's cool, man. That's cool. You and Kerry, being a tag team, having the tag team titles as well. But you've had gold there. You've said about the gold you want in the future. But doing that with Kerry Morton, just amazing run that you guys had with the tag titles, the US titles.
Also Crockett Cup winners, so let's not forget about that. Probably the greatest tag team to ever win the Crockett Cup, if I do say so myself. I mean, I think it's like us, Road Warriors, then the list goes down from there. I don't know. I'm just saying.
A lot of heritage of that, and again, to have that and the Crockett Cup, being back over a number of years now, it's been great. How is your relationship with Billy Corgan, Alex? You've said earlier on about the 7-6 and stuff and Billy, but how's your relationship with Billy Corgan, the man, the legend?
Well, I mean, I'm more of a Southern rock guy myself. Leonard Skinner, the Allman Brothers. So I know he's got a little band that he does on the side, and that's cool, man. But just as long as there's AT and the Southern Six gets the check every month, as long as you give us the opportunity to put the asses in the seats, he's a cool boss, I guess. I got no negative words to say about him. I guess if I did have negative words, it wouldn't be smart for me to say them. So, but no, I have no complaints about Billy Corgan. He gave me an opportunity when no one else did. So for that, I'll always be grateful to him.
It's been amazing to see, how NWA has gone from strength to strength since he's had it, because I watched Power very early on when that was coming in. studio format, obviously retro, old school, but just brilliant, just brilliantly done. And yeah, lovely to hear from you there, you know, that you were given that chance, because, you know, there's not many people get chances in the wrestling business, do they?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many guys that I've come across, especially early on in my career. They talk about this guy was this, he did this at OVW for a little bit. He helped train Brock Lesnar, or he helped train with Randy Orton, and then maybe not. He's not a household name, but you see him in the ring, you're like, oh, I see what they meant. That guy can go. And just a lot of these guys don't get the opportunity. And now, even now, I see some guys on TV, and I'm like, why? Who are you paying to be here? And then I see guys on the indies that I think, man, this guy just needs a shot. But I guess
Just people.
the cream rises to the top, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, I know about this. People saying about untrained people that getting chances in the business. I hear about this all the time from different guests I've had on, and it's crazy. It's crazy because I was speaking to a gentleman who's in Delaware with the promotion, and he's wrestled for years, and he said you have to come in and have a license to come and train at his place. It's all done correctly where he is, but he said there's so many fly-by-night trainers and supposed wrestling schools out there, and people are showcased, and it's, you got to be safe in that ring at the end of the day, you guys.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm just off the top of my head, I'm thinking of guys. This is on the other side, not the untrained guys, but guys like Mickey Long over there in the UK. Me and Thrillbilly did a tour with All Star last year. Mickey, guys like Tommy Freeman, those guys should be on TV somewhere. They're tremendous. I would put those, if I transport me to another world where I got unlimited funds to start my own wrestling company, those would be two guys I would definitely have.
Just to extend, you say about All Star, you know, it's been here for so many years over here, so well regarded. So many American wrestlers have come over there. Just your experience of that, getting to wrestle as frequently with them and the way they do it. Just, yeah, just a bit more on that on All Star, man, because I know my UK audience would love to hear your time there about it.
Oh, it was tremendous. It was I mean, yeah, I've loved wrestling my whole life. I read all the books, like a huge mark, you know, all the books. And I remember reading about it. I remember reading about Brian Dixon and like his impact. And unfortunately, I didn't get to meet him. He had passed by the time that I got the opportunity to go. But just you can feel his impact on the scene there, and that was a great. Hell, I wish somebody would invest $1 billion in them so I could go work there all the time. I'd never come home.
It's amazing you see, you know, speaking so glowingly about that. And yeah, just they've been fantastic all stuff for so many years. So I love hearing about that. Going on to you and where you began and where you started training. I know you went to Seth Rollins School, Black and Brave, like over a decade ago now to train. You up and moved, didn't you, up to Iowa there to go and do that. So yeah, you know, learning from one of the best in the business, and going there and, you know, up in sticks and going there.
Yeah, looking back on it now, I don't know how my piece of crap car made it so far. I just ignored all the flashing lights that kept coming on my dash, and I was like, I just got to get to Iowa. We'll worry about the rest later. No, that was a great experience. I'm glad that I did that, because you find out later on there's a lot of schools that they just take your money, and such's name will be on the door, but you'll see them one time and you'll learn from somebody that really doesn't know. But I was fortunate enough to be in a situation where, yeah, Seth Rollins, he was there 90% of the time. Merrick Brave, the other trainer. Yeah, it was really good. It was, I don't know if I have the words for it right now. Just trying to think, but met some good people that the name has opened so many doors for me. Like even starting out, like I was on shows that I probably shouldn't have been on just because they were like, this guy trained by Seth Rollins. Like, all right, give him a shot. They expected me to do flips. And if you see me wrestle, I don't do a lot of flips, but I just nod and smile. I'm like, yes, I'll go do those flips for you. They weren't disappointed at the end, I guess. I didn't do the flips though.
Well, Zicky Dice went up there because I spoke to Zicky many, many years ago on this show. So he went and trained there. You know what I mean? I know so many guys that have gone on to do fantastically like yourself. If you're going to go somewhere, you go to one of the best places, don't you? You know, we're saying about fly-by-night schools and stuff, but you knew you were going to get the optimum amount of training and learn the craft up there.
Oh yeah. If I had to do it again, I'd do it the same way. There's rocking Dr. Tom right now on my t-shirt. That's probably the only other trainer that I would recommend to anybody right now.
Absolutely, Mr. Dr. Tom Pritchard, of course. And then I'm going to move us along here because you've got a show this coming Saturday in West Virginia, and it's going to be WDWA, of course. And yeah, just going to that show over this weekend, and you know, coming away from the NWA, I know you wrestle all over, but just that show this coming Saturday.
I'm gonna do what I always do. I'm gonna take this fire over to West Virginia. I'm not sure what the conditions are there down here in the South. We got hit with a lot of ice and snow last few weeks. Been without power. I had a couple shows. My last 2 weekends have been canceled because of just the weather conditions. So I'm itching to get back in the ring, and I'm gonna melt some of that snow with this heat, baby.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, this is the whole thing that us fans don't think about. Conditions like that, of course, you know, you've made plans, and then for them to be, you know, stopped. I'm sure those dates will get rescheduled, but there's all the things you don't think about, you know, the weather for you guys and stuff like that. You don't take that into consideration. The miles, the amount of miles you do. You know, I tip my hat to all you guys in the business to put the miles in, and I know obviously that's why you're in the business as well. But yeah, just, you know, just amazing. It amazes me, you guys, you know, what you do to do what you love.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I've spent so much time in cars and at rest stops, truck stops. It's it's crazy. Thankfully, I'd say about it's probably been 3 or 4 years now. I've been getting a lot more flights, so that's nice. That's really been an upgrade in my life. Even I hate the airport though. Flying itself isn't bad, but just the whole process of going through the airport is a pain in the ass. But I mean, here, what am I even complaining about right now? That's it's not a bad problem to have, I guess.
TSA, we hear about it all the time, and I've traveled over there over the years. I've gone to various WrestleManias, so yeah, it's part of the it's part of the problem. But security has to be how it has to be, unfortunately, doesn't it? With what's happened over the years.
Yeah, and me, I'm the cheapest guy there is. Every time we're in the airport, Kerry, he says to me, "You got clear, right?" I'm like, "Or TSA pre-check," and I'm like, "No, I don't." We talk about this every week, Kerry. I don't have it because I'm not paying the $100 or whatever it is a year for it. And I don't know. Maybe one day I'll break down and get it, but I don't know.
Who would you like to face in the future? Who is there? I'm assuming there's a list of people actually. So I'd like to know, who would Alex Taylor like to take on? Who would Alex Taylor like to pit his wits against if he could?
Whoever's going to make me the most money, that's always the number one answer. Um, I don't know. There's a big list. A lot of guys that work elsewhere. So right now it's not in the cards. But as far as the NWA, I want my title back first off. So I want that the trilogy with Slade is next on my list. And hell man, I think Kratos and Odinson holding those world tag team titles, they're holding them safe for me and Kerry right now. So I think that's gonna happen sooner rather than later. So that'll be up there. Who else? I wrestled Tommy Billington in up in Canada. Guys, it's been a few months back now at Reaper Pro Wrestling. Check them out on YouTube if you get the chance. But I think him and Adam Priest are killing it as a team. I would love to wrestle Adam, and I would love for me and Kerry to wrestle both of them. Other than that, nothing stands out in my head at the moment, but I just think I'm open to all challenges.
What would be a dream opponent as well? You know, past, maybe even present. I'm going to extend that question to you.
Oh, now to narrow that down to one is almost impossible.
I'm sorry.
Dream opponent. Oh, Jerry Lynn for sure. Let's get Jerry out of retirement. I know he's done right now, but I think we can get him back for one more match. Me and Jerry Lynn.
Used to watch the matches of Rob Van Dam all the time on the ECW ones. Amazing. And what he did predating that, and you know, forward onto his career, amazing. Yeah, no, very, very good, very, very good. I'd like to ask you as well, just anywhere you'd like to work where you haven't worked yet. I'm assuming there's places here in the UK that you'd like to come to. You've been to UK, of course, but is there any promotions that you'd like to work for that you haven't had the chance to yet?
Japan for sure. Just talking about back when I was a kid, reading all those books, reading all those stories about those guys' experiences in Japan, and I that's still number one on my list to get over there and just make a name for myself there. I feel like we all have that in us. I think something about no, I'll call myself this. No one else can. Smaller guys. I mean, I feel like they really carved out a path there. The guys like Dynamite and uh, everyone that came after him. I just think that would be a great experience. And yeah, getting back to the UK would be for anybody. I'd love to come back for All Star at some point. And yeah, Japan, back to the UK. I want to go back to Australia. Fight another kangaroo.
Yeah. You came across a kangaroo. Oh, that's funny, man. That's funny. Now, going back to you as a child getting into wrestling, I'd love to hear about the people that influenced you when you were growing up, when you were much younger, and you were a fan, the pro wrestling fan of the business.
Shawn Michaels, number one guy. I feel like that's a lot of people's answer, as it should be. I mean, wrestling was always on my TV. People always ask me like the one moment. Like I don't really have the one moment where I saw wrestling. It was just always on. But when I was in like fourth-ish grade, I got this DVD, the Shawn Michaels from the Vault. It's the blue DVD. It's got the ladder match with Razor, the Iron Man match with Bret, some other great stuff on there. But I remember I watched that DVD so many times. I watched all the matches, all the promos on it, all the video packages. I've seen every second of that DVD so much. That inspired me. It's something I try and remember all the time when I do these shows. There are times you make it to a town and you're wore out, you feel like shit, you don't want to be there. But then I think about when I was a kid, and I think about just the way it felt, you know, like when it was Monday night, and like that was the Super Bowl for me every week. Like, I was so excited to watch wrestling, and that's just the emotion I want to put. And you see kids there, you like, this for them could be the biggest night of their year. So like you just want to deliver that, because a lot of people are looking for an escape for just an hour or two, just to forget about the crap that's going on in their lives. And for you to be that entertainment, I mean, it's a big responsibility. And I feel like a lot of us forget that sometimes. We get caught up in our own self BS, but I mean, it's a pretty great job we have. And I feel like we try not to take it for granted.
Definitely. No, you guys are so talented. It's unbelievable. If only I could do it. I've got 2 left feet, man. And I've got dyspraxia, like coordination problems. So it was never going to be part of the plan for me. Although I've got a commentary gig coming up for a promotion, for a promoter who's actually coming back locally. And I've done a little bit of commentary years ago. So doing this show and doing that, I'm quite happy. I just felt when I'd done the commentary years ago, that was me done. I kind of boxed it off. But yeah, you guys I think what you guys are able to do, and I don't think you guys get enough respect, for what you're able to do. I really believe that.
Man, well, you said it. I mean, I agree, but when you're doing that commentary gig, why don't you throw in the Southern Six? Get the boys a little booking over there.
I'll ask the promoter because I know the promoter very well. He was actually on last week. So yeah, he's got Easter Sunday is the first show. He's been out the game for 6 years, but he's coming back. He's coming back, which is gonna be amazing. Yeah, I will speak to Mr. Saxon because that would be amazing to get you three guys over. But I'd be a bit too partial on commentary. That'd be my worry with you guys.
That's all right. Danny Deals is always partial to us, and he's the best in the biz. So
good old Danny Deals, yes, absolutely. Away from wrestling. Let's take you away from wrestling for a little bit because these podcasts, man, it's obviously centered around wrestling, but your interest outside of wrestling, anything that you enjoy outside of wrestling.
I'm a gym rat for sure. I live at Gold's Gym over here pretty much. The NFL season's coming to an end. I'm a big Tennessee Titans fan, which it's a hard life to live. They haven't been good in quite a few years, but there's always next season, and I think it's going to be the one for us. Other than that, hey man, I just got married. That's going okay. My cat's over here scratching up the couch, kind of pissing me off, but what are you going to do? No, I'm pretty boring. I don't have too many hobbies outside of wrestling, which I should probably work on, I guess. I tried to get into video games, but it's just it's not my thing. I don't know. Every few weeks, I'll text Tom Latimer, but hey, what's the new video game I should try? And he'll give me something suggested, and I'll play it for a little bit. And I'm like, I should really be doing something else with my time right now.
I'm like you. I've not had a console for years, and I've had my kids. That may change, but I just can't get back into it. I used to always have a console as a kid. I had 13 consoles, so I'm with you, mate. I don't even be playing one game. I'll be playing the soccer game, FIFA, or FC 26 as it goes now. I'll be on the soccer game, and I never really was into anything else. So I agree. I agree with the gaming.
I wore out the PlayStation 2 back in the day, but and the PS5 came out. I waited probably 6 months, and I finally broke down and got it. And I was like, well, what do I do now? I ended up just buying a lot of remastered PS2 games and playing it on there. So I don't know.
You like the old school, the gaming. I'm with you on that. I was a Mega Drive man. I was a Sega Mega Drive man. That's my favorite still to this day. When you're on the road, Alex, and you're on those flights and different things, what do you do to pass the time when you are traveling? I'd be interested to hear about
that. I go through a lot of podcasts, a lot of true crime podcasts, a couple wrestling podcasts, music. I can never get into movies on planes. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the ADHD or what. I'll watch it for a few minutes and I'll start looking around and I want to close my eyes, but then I can't sleep. So it's usually music or podcasts. If anybody's out there and they hear this and they sit next to me on a plane, I'm glad to talk to you, but I don't really want to. Actually, no. I would love to talk to somebody if they knew who I was and they're a wrestling fan, but I don't like the random small talk with strangers that just, what are you doing? What do you do? Where are you going? That kind of thing. I'm just not really a people person, I guess, but yeah, mostly the podcasts.
Do you have any wrestling podcasts in there that you like?
I mean, here I am in my home in Hendersonville, Tennessee, so I gotta throw on the Jeff Jarrett. What other wrestling? I listen to Cornette every now and then. Who else? Huh. I mean, I feel like I've got probably 15 different ones in there, but I'll just pop in here and there. I listen to Jericho every now and then. Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know who's in here anymore. Oh,
Do you have, do you have,
Bruce.
do you have
Bruce
any
Rich.
Van Fleet? Sorry to jump in. Do you do Chris Van Fleet? Do you do CVV?
Oh yes, I was
Yeah,
Sniz.
man, because he is unbelievable and what a down to earth guy, no ego, and he's been amazing. Sorry to jump in. I had the Raven episode on this morning, like the second half of it.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Like it was sad seeing him with his tremors. I know obviously he's had his issues for a long time. But yeah, Chris Van Fleet, sorry, mate, I jumped in.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, no, I think you did. Also, Raven told me one time that I always look like I'm pissed off, and I guess I took it as a compliment because I haven't changed any. If you see me and I look pissed off, that's just my face. So don't.
It's coming from him. He was one of the most moody gimmicks in the game. So yeah, just brilliant, brilliant man. But yeah, Cornet, going back to Cornet, I can't listen to all of it. I dip in and out because obviously the episodes are so long, man. But I do enjoy it, and I've always loved Cornet. He splits opinion, but he knows the business inside out, and his historical knowledge of the business is unbelievable.
Oh,
You'll
yeah.
learn something with that man.
Oh yeah.
That's all good, man. It's all good, all good. Alex, I know there's NWA Power episodes coming up. There's tapings at the back end of the month. Just looking forward to those, of course. Angles and stories and storylines coming up and things like that. So yeah, just the NWA Power tapings that are coming up.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, we can't. I see a lot of complaints about our schedule and how the tape delay that they've got. I mean, I can't really do nothing about that. So, but I wish we were more frequent. But it is what it is. I'm looking forward to it. I always love getting down there to Tampa and doing that. We had a double taping coming up the 21st. Yes, without looking at my calendar, I'm pretty sure it's the 21st. Yeah, to get back down there and get the 6 in there. Thrilly's running wild with the world title right now, so I'd love to see who he's going to stomp out. We're going to get back on it. I'm going to get my world junior heavyweight title back, and hell, me and Kerry might make a run at some world tag team gold.
Absolutely. Get the next lot of belts to add to the collection, to add to your Arsenal. Absolutely. I saw Thrillbilly on Memphis Wrestling with Wildfire, with Tommy Wildfire Rich, having a bit of back and forth. I was howling. It was absolutely brilliant. It's just great. Like you say, you don't know where you guys are going to pop up, and him especially.
Oh yeah, I don't listen. I love Thrillbilly, but I mean, I don't know why he's beating up Tommy Wildfire Rich like that. I love Wildfire, but he stepped up to the wrong man. So that's on Tommy. But respect to a legend.
I had Tommy on the show about 2 years ago. It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. We had such a good time, and honestly, it was still full of it. He's still full of it, even at his age, man. And it's great seeing him pop up, and yeah, a beacon in the business, man. And yeah, legends of the game. Legends of the game.
He's quite a character.
Definitely, man. Thank you so much for coming on, Mr. Alex Taylor of the 7-6.
Oh yeah.
On Stu's Wrestling Podcast. It's been a blast, man. Thank you, as I said earlier, for coming on so early your time, and all the best on Saturday over in West Virginia, of course, and all the best this year in NWA and further afield for the independents. And hopefully we see you pop back up in the UK.
I love it. Oh, and don't forget, when you're hot, you're hot. And when you're not, that's when you cut the feed.
I like it, man. Take care, bro.